Hi everyone, it's Ria again. Welcome back to DBStv and we have an episode of DBS Talks. So today we have Joseph and
Hi.
Yes, we have Olivia. So as you might already assume, they're both members of Davao Blogger Society, and another thing they have in common is they're both parents. So our topic today is parenting in the digital age. So if you want to know more about the topic and their opinions about it, keep on watching. Can you introduce yourself and how many children you have and their ages?
Okay. Hello, my name is Joseph. I have two kids, two daughters. One is 6 years old and the youngest is 8 months.
Hi, my name is Olive and I'm a mother of a 16-year-old lovely daughter.
So right now, if I ask my nephews, my nieces, and most other kids that I meet, at least those below 12 years old, their dream really, or it's their wish to be a YouTuber. I would like to know what your thoughts are about this. If your child would ask you right now for your permission, would you allow your child to be a YouTuber or a blogger?
Given my eldest daughter's age, which is 6 years old, maybe not right now. Actually, as early as 4 years old, she keeps on bugging her mom and sometimes me to have her own YouTube channel. She watches a lot before kids YouTube channel, but as of right now, maybe not during this age. Maybe a few more years later.
So how about you, Olivia? Kasi your daughter is a bit older. No, not a bit. She's twice the age.
Yes. For me naman, she did not grow up in the digital world kasi medyo late na yung pumasok yung digital sa kanya. But kung just in case na she wants to be a YouTuber or vlogger, it's okay with me. Kasi I think she's on the right age na for that.
She's already responsible enough for that kind of channel.
Pero need to be monitored pa rin.
So before we go into the details, I'd like to ask if your children, they currently have gadgets right now that they can say they actually own.
It's my iPad.
Okay.
I just let her borrow.
Okay.
Not really her own.
How about
you? She
what does iPhone only? Okay. So with regard to these gadgets, of course, since your children are, even if they have an age gap, they're both still in school and they're both, how do you say that, underage, they're minors. So do you have screen time rules for them? Like, are they allowed to use their gadgets anytime, any day?
For my daughter, very strict rule, no gadgets during the school days.
Okay.
Only weekends and maybe during the day only. Especially on Sunday, half day in the afternoon, no gadgets na, so that she can prepare for the next day for school.
How about
for me it's opposite kasi because she's a teenager already, so I let her use the phone or data anytime. Except for, let's say, school, at the school week, our school season, what I mean is 9 o'clock, she will automatically go to sleep. Pero for now, it's summer, so napansin ko it's around 11.
Okay, yeah.
First year, sabihan pa rin na, tulog time na.
Okay. But I think your daughter grew up in that era or time when not really all children had gadgets.
Yes.
So at what age did she have her own
I think it's
smartphone?
Grade 3.
Did she ever had like a tablet? Kasi most kids nowadays, they already have not a smartphone but a tablet. Even I have nephews and nieces who have their own tablet at 1 year old. No, but your child she had her first gadget when she was already 9. Moving up. Okay.
Recollection niya.
Okay.
So parang gift for it's an Android phone.
Okay. So with regards to these gadgets, do they have specific responsibilities? Like, is there responsibility to buy load? Is it their responsibility to charge it to make sure that it's in good working condition? Or do you have your daughter kasi she's older?
Yung kanyang phone is postpaid. So,
okay.
Paid by mom.
Okay. Unlimited?
However,
I'd like to have you as a mom.
Kapag, when the bill
arrives,
tapos naglampas siya sa limit.
Okay.
Kasi, ewan ko bakit hindi, pero hindi siya pwede i-limit yung phone.
Okay.
May iba na pwede
Meron yan.
hanggang
I-cut
dito
off,
lang.
yeah.
1250 lang. But for her, I cannot, kasi iba yata nakuha ko na.
Okay.
Oo. Kailangan 2 years.
Okay.
So,
nakalock
next
in.
na lang.
Okay. How about your daughter? Does she have
Um,
any responsibilities in terms of her gadget?
Just taking care of it, making sure it's clean. When it comes to charging kasi, I'm hesitant to let her
Okay.
charge it on her own. Baka
Okay.
makuryente. 6 years old kasi. So, yun lang.
How about your 8-month-old baby? Is she allowed to like watch TV already? Watch videos on the iPad?
Very limited time lang talaga.
Okay.
We have this app, it's called Sign and Sing app.
Okay.
We use it because right now we're training her to ride the car seat, to use the car seat.
Okay.
Yeah, very few minutes lang to keep her calm when we just
In
put
the
her
car.
in the car seat in the car. So there's songs kasi, and then there's it keeps her calm. So but very few minutes lang.
Is there a condition for them to have? Because you said that, like, for example, your daughter, she's already 16, she has a mind of her own, she practically owns the gadget. But are there any conditions? Like, for example, she has to do her chores, or she has to have a grade na ganito.
No, sadly, no. Sana I did.
Okay.
But I cannot na
Anymore, it's too late.
It's too late. Perhaps you should do
Your
that.
daughters.
For my daughter, definitely yes.
Okay.
She had this average for the first or second grading, and then I don't know, we just let her use it more often, I think. The next grading, so the grades really went down. Okay, so we've started allowing her when the grades recovered na lang. But now only for weekends. Very hard rule with that with me and her mom.
To clarify, if people are wondering, Olivia's daughter is already summer season na in her school. But in the case of the older daughter of Joseph, they still have school right now. So, baka mag-wonder kayo magkaiba. So, another thing that I'm curious about with regards to gadgets, because I think when people talk about screen time nowadays, they immediately think it's just the smartphone or the iPad. How about TV? Watching the TV? Are your daughters allowed to watch TV anytime that they want to, or does the same rules apply?
Me, I think there's hindi siya mahilig sa TV.
Okay.
It's more on gadget. YouTube,
Okay.
Ganyan. So, yung TV medyo, sayang na yung TV ngayon.
Does she have her own TV in her room?
No.
No, okay. How about your daughter?
Same lang. Still no TV, and sorry ha, medyo strict. Kasi I have to, before we had her, actually, Pao and me decided maybe we can be more, because both our parents are very strict. Okay. Talagang palo, bawal ganito, ganyan. We decided before, medyo sana lax lang, but it's really hard for her. No? That's why we really, gusto talaga namin i-control yung kanyang TV and the iPad time. So, kasi meron talagang difference, not only for the grades, but her general attitude towards us, towards the anybody.
Do you think that gadgets or technology nowadays, it affects the way your kids, not just the attitude, but I guess a lot of people notice it affects the socialization skills of your children, because they're not, the typical we hear all the time, hindi na naglalaro sa labas, they don't have friends. Do you think that's true? And whether it's important to, not naman force, but give your kids an opportunity to meet other kids, outside of school, or instead of being just in front of their gadgets?
For me, she was I grew up kasi siya na not pa nga starting the gadget.
Yeah,
so it's okay. So she knows how to mingle with nephews and everything. So then she's more ate to all.
Okay.
So hindi siya, I don't think so.
How about
For my daughter naman, when it comes to making friends, kahit hindi nakilala, it's okay naman, wala namang problema when it comes to that area. But as I've said before, yung general attitude niya towards us, the parents, medyo medyo malita, gano'n. Hindi masyadong patient with us. Tawagin mo, bibingi-bingihan, mga gano'n.
Ganun din
Oo, so napansin talaga namin ni Pao, my wife, na talagang we really need to control that part. And now, during the weekday, she's sweet, she's introspective.
Because she wants something.
Yeah, hindi naman.
The iPad or
I think her imagination is being used kasi wala nang nakatingin lang sa gadget, ganun. Parang yung napansin talaga na very stark yung difference. Yes.
You've mentioned that your child is, I mean, we've already talked about your daughter. She's already a teenager. She's almost of legal age. Nakulbaan ka na dahil. So, do you think that you would advise or allow your child to date somebody that she met online? Maybe not necessarily through a dating app, but, on social media, random people that she meets on social media.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
I prefer siguro classmates.
Okay.
Not yung parang, yan ba?
Virtual boyfriend. LDR.
Pero, honestly, I don't know if
Okay.
she has a
Boyfriend
already. Pero if partying, yes, I know there are. According to her, there are.
Dating.
Not dating, pero
Going out.
or pag February, may gift. Kasi saan galing yan? Bigay ni ganito, ganun.
Okay. But she's open to you about that, if you ask.
Yeah, as much as possible, I'm telling her na you should tell me. Para at least alam ko, just in case. Because
you both have daughters.
Ganun.
So, aside from that one, is there actually like an app? I think you mentioned this already kanina. Is there an app or a method for you to monitor your children's online activities? Like, do you know their social media passwords?
No.
No?
I don't know. But I asked her once. She told me. And then, kalimutan ko kasi. Maybe because I have trust in her.
Okay.
A few months ago, we made actually it's a joint account for our two daughters. Just for Messenger, so that we can do Messenger. The password, no, is the question. Yeah, we know the password.
But
we made it for her.
But the gadget itself, the gadgets that they use, you don't know the passcode. You don't know. Do you have monitoring apps?
In my case, I know because it's mine.
Okay.
My fingerprint and passcode. Yeah, it's mine.
And
when we let her watch a movie or a series, the first go, we really watch it with her.
Okay.
Yeah, because we watch, for example, in Netflix, there's a movie there. I think it's the She-Ra, the newer version. There's one scene there that we don't like, so ban na siya doon. The older She-Ra she can watch.
Okay, the new one. Yeah, so it's just one scene, but you found it's a safer option to just not let her watch that entire series.
But so one go for that, for any series or movie, we watch it with her so that we know.
The entire series or just one episode? The entire series. Okay.
Maybe yung katabi lang siguro kami. At least we
can hear. Okay. Is she allowed to watch Netflix or YouTube just on the tablet, or it has to be, because I've read about that, like some parents would not allow the kids to use the gadget. It has to be on the TV so they will be aware what the child is watching.
For us at home, Netflix only. We are in YouTube. I'm sorry, but for the age kasi of my daughter, she's
not allowed anymore.
Yeah, not allowed for YouTube.
Even when you're beside.
Yeah, no YouTube. And because of the Momo challenge like that. So maraming
actually that was gonna be my next question.
Para kaming Kasi matagal na naman siya hindi nag-YouTube, mga 1 year or more than 1 year na. So, medyo safe siya doon. But, syempre yung mga horror stories about it, bata hurting themselves, oh my gosh.
So everything, well, in your case, everything that, every time your daughter goes online, it's via a gadget or an account that you have access to.
Yeah.
Everything, Netflix is your account,
Yes.
and but your daughter, it's a different case.
Yeah,
Because she's
different.
older and...
Yes. Number 1, we don't have smart TV. So,
okay.
she's using the phone. Number 2, ang account niya sa Netflix is also our account.
Your account, okay. So you have access to it.
Makita mo lang din.
What she's
However, sometimes, nag-workman ko, so siya, ngayon, sige, watch. So, I'll ask her, what are you watching? And then, pag bago lagyan sa akin, then I watch it too. Para alam ko,
okay.
Except for, I think, yung 13 Reasons, thing ganun.
Oh,
Hindi ko
okay.
na-watch kay Manchester Scary, but she watched it already. So, I asked her na lang, what is it? What is it all about? And then, uy, wag mo gawin yan, ha? That's,
yeah, because that was gonna be my next. You know what? 13 Reasons. Okay, so 13 Reasons for those who are uninitiated. Actually, I've never watched it. It's a series, right, on Netflix, and it deals with suicide and among other teenage year problems, bullying, I think, and many others. So, have you, for example, they watch something like this on TV, and I'm not just referring to suicide. If you don't mind my asking, if they watch something more, like sex, relationships, violence, bullying, do they ask questions about it? Or since you are able also to watch, for example, Shira, you found something there that you're not comfortable with your child watching. Did you explain to her? Or did you just, because there are some parents na basta hindi pwede.
Explain it a little bit. Maybe
Okay.
my wife's better than me.
Yeah,
explaining.
but she always knows that
She
there's a
knows
reason.
why.
Okay.
When it comes to violence, kasi it's easy.
Yeah,
To read
okay.
like this, just TV, blah, blah, blah. But it's a very sensitive topic kasi.
Aside from monitoring and everything, do you also believe that gadgets in a way can also help them, explore the world better, learn more about things that, obviously when growing up we're about the same age. So we kind of know how we grew up without a lot of gadgets, really. If we needed to know something, we had to ask older people, go to the encyclopedia. Yeah. Do you think though that digital age, the gadgets and everything that comes with it, because aside from being the digital age, it's also called the information age, the age of information. Do you think that this has also helped your child accelerate the growth of your child? In terms of learning,
yes.
especially.
Why? I like YouTube, and then learn something from YouTube. And then she's watching YouTube also. So she watch baking.
Sorry? Baking. Okay.
Baking, tips din, ganyan. And then, good thing she's going to senior high. I think she's more ongoing to
okay. That direction. She already knows at that age what she wants. That's good.
So, yeah, I think the internet world gives information to her.
Is there anything specific aside from YouTube that she goes to, or the apps? Like, I know that some kids, for example, the age of your daughter, they have mathematics apps, spelling apps. Are these things that you encourage your daughter to explore or require her to?
Actually,
to do?
as early as 8 months now, we have, as I mentioned before, was that sign
and sing.
Sign and sing.
Yeah.
Okay, sign and sing. So sign language.
Oh,
maybe
okay,
it's
that's why
hard
it's sign
for
and sing.
them to talk, but if they see the sign language, maybe we
okay,
can understand.
that's
So, not only for the youngest, but also for my eldest.
Okay.
And then when maybe a little bit older, 3 years old and above, there's an app that I like, the alphabet. I forgot the name. There's you can trace the letters. There's multiple.
For 8 months old.
No, a little bit older. So,
Akala ko for 8 months old. Na-amaze ako. Sign and sing.
The sign and sing, that's for early,
okay.
younger. But when 3 years old plus,
There's a different app.
app for it.
Okay.
So there's examples for it. So it's very useful. And to touch the digital age,
information
age, definitely I agree, or I'm very happy that nandito tayo na time. Kasi it's very easy for me. Sabi ko nga, daming tanong ni my daughter, daming tanong. And then, sometimes talaga maubusan tayo ng vocabulary, yung mga sagot.
Exactly.
Very easy to Google. Wait,
yes.
I need to Google.
Yes, Google is a parent's friend. Yeah, also.
Aside the teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
So, obviously, there are two sides to, everything. There's good and there's bad. Do you have a tip for the parents on, how they can better, not naman control, but probably the proper term is manage and help their children go through their growing up years in the digital? Maybe, I think it's different for the two of you. So, can you ask first for those with younger kids? You can be as specific as if there are specific apps aside from, sign and saying that you can recommend, maybe?
Ano lang naman sa amin, balance lang talaga. As with everything, pag sobra kasi talagang masama na. Pag sobra. So, yun lang, sa amin, school day talagang wala, and then during the weekends, mahirap din masyado kasi kung masyado tayong strict. Hindi naman, bata din naman sila, kailangan nila maglaro. So, sa amin ni Pao, ano lang talaga, balance lang.
How about for the those with older kids?
Or if you have teenagers na daughter or son, I suggest na you monitor them in the way of asking what they are watching. And aside from asking them, you should also watch it. So you will know.
Be involved.
Yes.
Be part of the experience.
If there is something na, oops, parang hindi po pwede sa'yo, you can explain it sa them. Don't do that, or don't do this. During my age,
Okay, I think that this discussion, although it's quite short, I mean, I've learned a lot. But I would also like to share something I watched. No, I didn't watch it. I just saw it online. I was watching this YouTube channel, and there's this kid, parang nag-house tour siya, and then his parents, I don't know if this is, because obviously I'm not a parent, but there are house rules, and one of the house rules says that you can only earn your screen time if, and there's a long list of things that the kid has to do, like do your chores, make your bed. I mean, it's all basic, like 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of outside playtime, and then one of the things that I really found interesting was has helped somebody do something today. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, I found that so impressive. I actually screen capped it because I plan to share it with my cousins. Nangingialam, Ninang, no. It's okay. I'm fine.
Kailangan i-earn yung screen time. That's nice.
I mean, balance. So, I'm not here to tell you how to raise your kids. Just a suggestion because I found it really nice. I mean, if I were a kid, I'd find that reasonable. Yes. At least walang FOMO. Do you guys know, like, internet jargon? I'm gonna quiz you a bit.
Okay.
FOMO. Do you know what FOMO is? FOMO. It's when your kids do not have gadgets. It's, well, not just that. If it's fear of missing out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, baka pag kinuha niyo yung gadgets nila, sabihin nila, I will have FOMO because I cannot. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You think.
But obviously, since you're bloggers, your wife is a blogger, you know what the WTF, LOL, you all know. I think you already know all of those. So I have a few quick questions to end this on a lighter note.
Okay.
Without telling us your actual age, I would like to ask the both of you, what was your first gadget? Or not necessarily something you owned, but something that you came in contact with.
Ako, 5110.
Oh, okay. Okay. But growing up, you didn't have computers at all?
Meron.
Yeah. I mean, what
we
kind
have
of...
computer pero malan MS-DOS. And then, lagi printing ako.
So,
calling cards.
How old were you when you had...
I think elementary.
Oh, you're younger than us, that's why.
The same.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Joke.
But did you have a gaming console at home when you were family computer, Atari?
Yeah, but
okay.
Battle City.
Yeah.
Mario.
Nintendo.
Yeah, that was my next question. What was your favorite game? And since we started with a question like this, I'd like to ask if, since you're both vloggers, but obviously you have your own businesses, you have your own jobs, but your wife, although she's a blogger, she's also a full-time mom, right? If your kid comes of legal age and maybe it's time for them to go to college, and they'll tell you, I'm not really interested in. Not naman that they don't want to go to college, but I'm not really interested in anything. But I want to be a YouTuber or a blogger, just like you, mom and dad. So what will you tell your kid?
For now, sabi namin, mag-IT ka. Why? Kasi papunta rin doon.
The future is
there. So at least if you know how to create or enhance my vlog, you teach me.
Okay, very practical.
Yes. Yung animation, then ginaturo sa akin. Which is amazing na hindi ko na-try yung animation. Then,
what if she tells you, I just want to bake, I want to go to culinary school?
I will take. I'm your production team.
I will bake and be on YouTube. So that's okay with you.
Yeah,
that's an acceptable career path. How about your daughter? Okay.
Talagang negative.
Okay.
Pwede. The vlogging or something, you can do it naman
After.
Hindi naman after.
Or during.
Okay. Happy lang.
Pwede naman while. Ang school kasi, talagang hindi pwede.
Fundamental.
Oo, kailangan
So,
talaga.
what if she goes to college, she does well, but she's okay, I've graduated, now I want to start my online career.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Joseph and
you.
Olivia. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Thank you so much for watching. For more videos like this, please subscribe to our DBS YouTube channel.